Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. You know how quickly things can change in the NFL, and right now, there's a lot of buzz around the Bills and some strategic moves that could reshape their offensive landscape. But what makes this story so compelling isn't just about one player or one game. It's about a potential shift in the entire division, a move that could elevate Buffalo to new heights and perhaps even alter the playoff picture for the entire AFC. Let's dive into the details, starting with the latest rumors and what they could mean for the Bills' future. Recently, reports from Adam Schefter and other reliable sources have hinted at some intriguing trade talks involving the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. The Titans, as many of you know, are currently in a bit of a transitional phase. Their record of 1-6 this season clearly reflects the struggles they're facing. They're in a sort of rebuilding mode, trying to find their footing in this new AFC South landscape, which, as it turns out, is also in flux. The Titans, with their cap space of around $15 million, are looking to make some moves that can give them a fresh start, especially on the defensive line, which has been underperforming, allowing an average of 140 rushing yards per game. That's a clear area of concern for them, and it looks like they're eyeing some draft capital to help rebuild their offensive line and bolster their roster for the future. And here's where it gets really interesting. The Titans are reportedly looking to trade Calvin Ridley, who, for those of you who follow college and NFL football, is a proven deep threat receiver with a lot of potential. Rumors suggest that the Titans could be moving Ridley for a third-round pick in the 2026 draft. That's a significant piece of draft capital for a player with Ridley's upside, especially considering he's coming off a season where he demonstrated elite route running and big play ability. This move, from the Titans' perspective, is about gaining draft picks to help speed up their rebuild, especially after losing some key players and dealing with cap constraints. They want to get younger, faster, and more explosive on both sides of the ball. Now, on the flip side, the Bills are closely watching these developments. Buffalo, with roughly $20 million in cap space, finds itself in a position where they see an opportunity to strengthen their roster without sacrificing too much cap flexibility. Post-injury to their veteran wide receiver Palmer, who went down with an injury that cost them about 150 yards of production last game, the Bills have been looking for reliable options to add depth and explosiveness to their receiving core. Enter Calvin Ridley. The Bills view Ridley as a perfect fit for their offense, an elite route runner and a reliable deep threat that can stretch defenses and create big play opportunities for Josh Allen. Let's take a closer look at Ridley's profile, because this is a player who, despite some injury setbacks in 2024, still boasts impressive numbers and advanced metrics. Going into 2025, Ridley has established himself as one of the top deep threats in the league. His career stats are eye-opening: over 5-0 receiving yards, 38 touchdowns, and an average of nearly 14 yards per catch. He's known for his precise route running, which the numbers back up. His PFF grade for deep routes in 2025 sits at an impressive 88.5, putting him among the elite in the league. He's also demonstrated a knack for yards after the catch, with a YAC of 190 yards and EPA per target of plus 0.43, showing that when thrown to, he's highly productive. And it's not just about yards. Ridley's ability to create separation is top tier. His separation average is around 2.6 yards, and his catch rate is at 68%, which is quite solid given the frequency with which he catches contested balls. Over 55% of the time, he wins those contested catches. This makes him a very reliable target, especially in tight coverage situations. Even more impressive is his playmaking ability. He's already made 5 plays of 40 yards or more in 2024, including a standout 128-yard game in Week 4 against the Colts. His performance in 2025, despite a calf injury that caused him to miss 3 games, remains highly promising, and his explosiveness and consistency make him a perfect candidate to thrive in Buffalo's offense. Now, let's talk about how Ridley can impact the Bills immediately. The team, currently sitting at a 4-3 record, ranks around 15th in the league in slot production, with a YAC of 4.3 yards per catch. Adding Ridley, with his ability to stretch the field, could be transformative. The Bills are known for their explosive plays, but they've lacked a true deep threat that defenses must respect at all times. Ridley can fill that role, and with Josh Allen's quick release, averaging about 2.5 seconds from snap to throw, these deep routes can develop quickly, creating mismatches and opportunities for big gains. What really excites Bills fans is the potential upgrade in their red zone efficiency. Currently, their TD rate in the red zone is around 55%, which isn't bad but could be better. Ridley's precise route running and ability to win contested catches could push that percentage up by at least 16%, making the Bills even more lethal inside the 20-yard line. Imagine the combination of Ridley's big play ability and the physicality of players like Shakir, who can work the intermediate routes and complement Ridley's deep threats. The synergy between these players could generate around 500 yards combined, with Ridley's deep threat ability opening up more space for Shakir and others to operate. Let's not forget about the defensive side of things, because this move isn't just about making the offense more explosive. It also has strategic implications. With Ridley on the field, the Bills can create more mismatches and force defenses to respect their passing game even more, which can open up running lanes for James Cook. Plus, with their defense already showing signs of improvement, reducing their TDs allowed from 12 to 8 through longer, more sustained drives and forcing turnovers, adding a weapon like Ridley makes Buffalo's overall team outlook much more formidable. Now, how does this affect their Super Bowl chances? Well, the odds have already shifted quite a bit. Before this rumored trade, the Bills' odds to win Super Bowl LX were around plus 900. If this move goes through and Ridley becomes part of the offense, those odds could jump to plus 550, making them a real contender. And considering their potential matchup against teams like the Jets, whose odds are around plus 1200, it puts Buffalo in a prime position to challenge for the title, especially in cold-weather playoff games where Ridley's ability to make plays deep downfield could be a game-changer. Moreover, this trade could be a pivotal moment in the Bills' franchise history, reminiscent of the days when the Bills' aerial attack in the 80s with Jim Kelly was among the league's best. Ridley, with his route running and big play potential, almost like a Julio Jones 2.0, could help cement Josh Allen's legacy as one of the most dynamic quarterbacks in recent history. This move not only improves their immediate chances, but also sets up Buffalo for sustained success, balancing the offense with explosive plays and efficient red zone execution. It's a bold step, but one that could define the team's trajectory for the next few seasons. And looking ahead, the strategic implications are enormous. The Bills could see a significant increase in their win probability by around 13% and climb from their current top 15 ranking to a top 4 offense in the league. Their possession time could increase by around 5 minutes per game, giving their defense more rest and reducing the number of long, tiring drives for opposing teams. The potential for mismatches is huge, especially against secondary units like the Dolphins, which rank among the top defenses in coverage. Ridley's presence would create mismatches and force defenses into difficult decisions, leading to more turnovers and less yardage allowed. In terms of playoff implications, the numbers are clear. The Bills' odds of winning the Super Bowl could be significantly improved, making them an even more attractive pick in betting markets. Their chances of upsetting teams like the Patriots or even challenging the Jets become more realistic with Ridley on the field. The addition of this elite deep threat, combined with the team's existing weapons and improving defense, makes Buffalo a true X-factor in the AFC, capable of making a deep run and possibly securing another Super Bowl appearance. All of this hinges on the trade going through, of course, but the signs point to a scenario where the Bills are making bold moves to maximize their Super Bowl window. This isn't just about one player or one game. It's about a strategic shift that could have ripple effects throughout the league. The Bills' front office has shown a willingness to be aggressive, and with Ridley's talent, they're positioning themselves as serious contenders once again. That's what makes this story so exciting, seeing a team with such a rich history of offensive innovation, led by a quarterback like Josh Allen, making bold moves to cement their legacy. So, as we keep an eye on this developing story, remember that the Bills are no longer just a team trying to make the playoffs. They're positioning themselves as a true Super Bowl favorite. And with Ridley potentially joining the fold, the AFC landscape could be in for a shakeup. The playoffs are shaping up to be even more thrilling than ever, and Buffalo fans should be excited because this could be the beginning of a new chapter. One filled with explosive plays, big wins, and a legitimate shot at bringing home that elusive Lombardi trophy. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Buffalo Bills news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, ATES quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you believe Ridley can be the missing piece that pushes Buffalo over the top? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bills' future. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned because the NFL season is heating up and the Bills are right in the thick of it. Whether this trade happens or not, one thing is for sure. The Bills are making moves and the excitement is just getting started. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Bills.